everyone? Coach Tommy here live, Smashing Plastic Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's a bright, spring, shiny day, and we have got Joey Farias, the one, the only, the myth, the legend himself. Joey, tell these people who you are.
Well, I've been playing professional pickleball now for 10 years, just about. Started in late 2015, and then my first big professional tournament was a vacation I was taking to Naples, Florida for the first U.S. Open in 2016. And then, did really well there, got sponsored, and then slowly started getting more and more into it.
Okay.
And then eventually took the full leap, probably 2018 is when I stopped tennis. Yeah.
Wow. So, man, there's so much to unpack there. First and foremost, you said unpack tennis. So you are a former tennis guy. You've done tennis. Did you do tennis through high school, college, all the above?
All the above.
All the above. So tennis guy, got a racket background. Somehow or another, you're in Naples on a vacation. You would call that ultimately the mecca of pickle, right? Naples has got to be close to be known as, that's a big pickle thing, right?
For sure, then it was. It was just big place where we knew that pickleball was kind of everywhere. I'd been playing in Michigan. That's where I'd first kind of saw it, at a club in Michigan. Went down there on vacation, played a little bit, and then heard about this event and stayed another week and did very well.
Wow. Okay, so that's 2015, you said?
So I was playing in 2015 in Michigan. It was a once-a-week thing. My first 3-0 group was myself, Simone Jardim,
She's okay. Yeah,
Corinne Carr, who was her first partner that won everything together, and DJ Howard.
Wow.
So
these are all OGs. These are all OGs.
So all of us
now.
got started together, same day, first on court. It was a fun weekly thing. On Wednesday nights, we'd go have beer and pizza right after, and we did that for a couple months, and then found out about some events that were starting to happen and have a little bit of prize money.
Sure. Nothing crazy, but enough to, hey, and that'd be kind of cool to go down there and win that. You know what I mean? So 2015. So you are by far the OG that we've got on here so far. I mean, they will continue, hopefully, to come on. But so you've been playing pickleball for a hot minute. Where in the world did you, I guess I have to ask you this, but did you ever see pickle doing what it's doing right now? Honestly, did you have the vision to see what it is doing right now?
No, I had a feeling that it would get decently big. As far as, because the growth and just how easy it was to enter.
Sure.
For most players, not even just players with racket sports backgrounds, but it's like table tennis or ping pong at a bar. You can go and pick up a paddle and kind of hit back and forth. Same thing with pickleball at the beginning. To see the growth this fast and, especially after the pandemic, celebrity influence, stuff like that started really getting into it, just helped drive it like crazy. So,
yeah, it's again, I've only been in this thing for now going on a handful, almost 5 years since 2020 out of COVID, and even neck deep in it right now with the brands and everything, it still blows my mind. Every day you wake up and you're like, this is it's still nowhere near to where I think it's going to go. I really don't. So that's going to lead me to a lot of things with you. First and foremost, people know on our podcast, my heart is more so than anything youth. And I would love to pick your brain on, because if you ask me, I don't even think youth pickleball is a thing even as of yet. It's getting there, but it's nowhere near to where I feel like youth pickleball is going to be. Do you agree? And where do you see that going?
Correct. Yeah. I thought, we had a pro, Tyler Leung, that did a really good job kind of starting some junior pickleball stuff early on, maybe 2019, right? Prior to the pandemic, he had some events that were tied on with the first runs of the PPA.
Sure.
And then PPA decided to kind of cut that because they wanted to really focus on the pro side and build that to where it is now.
Sure.
Which was kind of unfortunate at the time. But they're again, we're competing with youth soccer, all these different sports, because it just wasn't that mainstream yet.
Correct.
And now that we've seen, obviously, a bunch of celebrities, especially celebrities that have big influence on younger generations.
For sure.
Now we're starting to see a lot more kids playing. I'll show up to random parks around the country and always see, a handful of 10 to 15-year-olds out there playing at a high level.
Right.
And we're just starting to see, even on the pro side, the kids that started in pickleball at 10, 9.
Yeah, the kids the generation of I didn't start in tennis like Joey, I actually started in pickleball is here, right?
Yeah.
Like we're officially like we are in that genre right now to where and you and I know same names like Helena's and people that we know that are 8, 9, they're not going to have that story that Joey has sitting at a microphone 10 years from now. They're going to be like, I started pickleball when I was 8 and now I'm 18 and I'm a pro pickleballer. I've been playing since I'm 8. I mean, that's literally what we're dealing with right now. I personally think one of the things and one of the challenges and the bottlenecks, and I would love your feedback on this, is we already know court availability is a thing. Like it's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be really hard for youth to grow until you have true, legitimate, dedicated areas for youth because you and I both know we're already competing. If you and I want to go play just at our local park, you're already having a paddle stack to play there, yet alone when Timmy and Joseph and the people that get out of high school or middle school, they go there, it's really hard for them to have a spot to play. What do we do other than quote unquote build more courts? Do we solicit towns for more courts on that? What is your take on how to fix that?
Yeah, I mean, the court availability is a good and bad thing, right? Because it is something that made pickleball so big was the community.
Sure.
And if we have so many courts that right now that everyone has their own court, then the community is not brought together like it is now. Kind of like pickup basketball, where you would
Sure.
just show up, there'd be 5-on-5, and you'd be waiting for your turn to play.
Right.
That's exactly what happened with pickleball. Is you'd literally just be watching, and someone would be like, "Hey, do you want to try this? Here's a
Right.
paddle," or you're there to actually play, and again, you're waiting, and then you have that little group of players that you meet instantly, and it grows from there. I think the biggest thing is now like companies, Crush Yard, Pickle Bar,
Mhm.
any of the, especially like the places that have dedicated pickleball courts, to start utilizing some time to, you know, entice juniors to come and try it out and play, have some fun events.
I think you're right. Just like golf, at the same time, like golf courses have to like legitimately bona fide carve out like, hey, we know high school players are coming this time, or a lot of them don't charge car fees. Like there's a lot of incentive, to bring youth into those sports. I think pickle bars and your pickleball kingdoms and all of these places that are coming, if not here, are going to have to embrace that. That's one of the things, like I'm sure you've heard, but we actually have a facility that hopefully will be coming here within the next few months. That's already a thing that's on my radar. Like I'm like, well, I'm known as Coach Tommy. I am known as the baseball guy. I'm now known as the pickleball guy. How do I make sure that our facility can accommodate a high school league, a middle school league, church league, whatever it may be that's got youth, because that's what I'm known for. At the same time, you have to pay for the lights, right? Like these places in Charleston that we just mentioned, they're not inexpensive.
Correct.
Pickle bars and the pickleball kingdoms, these are massive facilities that have massive leases or massive numbers to take. So at the end of the day, you always hear the money pays the bills. It's one of those things you really do have to navigate. So it's not an easy just solution, but it is definitely something that I love to pick everybody's brain that comes on the podcast that's in it, like, because I'm like you. At the end of the day, I can't wait till I have somebody that's on the podcast that's 18 years old that's been playing pickleball since she was 8. That's going to be a really cool thing, knowing that she started in pickle and she's still in pickle. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's a really cool thing about our sport that we now play, to where you and I will be having this conversation, Joey, when you're 60 and you'll still be able to play pickleball.
Yeah.
Pickle basketball is really hard to do that at 60. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right, so now I get to pick your brain on some really fun stuff. Walk us through the beloved world of technology and how much you've seen that crazy thing change since 2015, Joey. You're an OG. You're out there playing with a spoon and a freaking ping pong ball in 2015, and now you are literally got a bazooka in your hand. How different is the paddles in the game that you've started with to where you are right now?
Yeah, we'll just say that there's players out there right now that if they played with the paddles that I used back then, would not be able to get the ball over the net with their grip, the way they hit it, stuff like that, just because of technology, right? Yeah, so power has kind of come and gone in pickleball a little bit.
Okay.
Definitely not to the level that we are right now, but pretty close.
Okay.
The issue was the spin. So now players can hit it hard and keep the ball in.
Right.
So back then you can hit it hard.
Right.
You just couldn't keep
Right.
the ball
Slick
in.
surface, it just flies on by.
Correct. So it would just fly, and you know that the guys that hit it hard just get out of the way.
You just let them beat themselves.
Right. So yeah, that's been a big change, is the spin, really, I think. The power definitely on some shots, like counters and stuff like that, it's getting faster. But spin has probably been the biggest change because there used to be the transition from tennis to pickleball wasn't as easy as it is now.
Gotcha.
So right now it's a lot of the new paddles feel very close to a tennis racket.
Okay.
So we're getting a lot of these young players coming fresh out of college tennis coming in and being able to pick it up at a super high level very, very quickly within a month compared to it used to take players 6-8 months just to get used to how to hit topspin with a paddle.
Sure.
Hey everyone, Coach Tommy here. We are live at Funville Farm, home of Smashing Plastic Pickleball HQ. Behind me, you're going to notice our brand new court with fencing, lighting, concrete pad, full seal master system, all completed by First Class Painting and Restoration. If you are looking for a home court, or if you are a municipality, or you're a school, or you need a court done, call First Class Painting and Restoration. They are your go-to for getting any of your court stuff done. With that being said, the home of Smashing Plastic Pickleball, aka Funville Farm, will have clinics, camps, personal one-on-one lessons, group lessons, and most importantly and most fun, we will have weekend events. Cannot wait to see you live at Smashing Plastic Pickleball in Summerville, South Carolina.
I think you're absolutely right. One of the things that I've seen, and I'm not a racket sport guy, but I'm a baseball guy. So the transition that I've had to do and still have to work on is, and as I coach and as I do, especially as you can imagine, I have a lot of students that we've worked with that come in from tennis, and it's crazy just how quickly they understand how shape and angles, those are already things that you're doing in your sport at tennis that we do a lot in pickle, but then now they can play a baseline game now with the technology, when a couple of years ago when I was teaching, you couldn't play a baseline game. Like now, Joey, we can sit back here and you can hit true line winners. You know what I mean? That you really, in all honesty, it's really hard to defend that, especially in a singles game, yet alone a doubles game. I think it's going to be very interesting as the continuation of the athletes that you and I talk about. I'm like you. I mean, you got guys and gals that can pick up a paddle and start at a 4-0. I mean, just literally because of the technology that they pick up, when as a couple years ago, it wasn't existent.
Yeah.
Walk me through where you're at with your game right now. I know everybody, follows you. Where are you at right now? What's Joey up to? And tell us a little bit about you, because I want to know where you're at with your game, where you're going with your game, and how we follow you and all that fun-filled stuff.
Yeah. So haven't really, the last year and a half or so, haven't really been playing all that much. Been facing a lot of injuries. Finally got a lot of that fixed.
Okay.
So starting to play a little bit more this year. Really concentrating on going more international again.
Okay.
So I started internationally 6-7 years ago with IPTPA, which is one of the original coaching certifications.
Sure.
Went out to a couple different countries just to go teach players, especially tennis coaches, how to teach pickleball and kind of get that going. And those connections are starting to grow and come back to me with events and stuff. So I'm going to start competing and playing some more international events. So I'll be in Australia, New Zealand, Vietnam. I leave next week and a half from now. So I'll be there for about a month and a half, kind of doing things like that. And just came back from a month in India, which is crazy how pickleball is growing over there.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's what I hear. It's a lot of people, and it's a big, big, big country, and they love their paddle sports.
That's the biggest thing,
right?
They love their paddle and racket sports, their badminton, their table tennis, all of that tennis. So,
and it's a country with 1 billion people.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot of pickle. You think we got pickleball court problem? That's a big pickleball court problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those jokers play pickleball on the road, whatever they can do.
Everywhere, anywhere that they can put on a net and not even tape. They just kind of eyeball it.
They wing it. They wing it. Yeah. Hey, that was in.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how we're doing on the goddamn PPA tour right now. You know what I mean? Hey, that was in. Hey, that was out. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Well, so you're going international. The sport is definitely growing international on all branches. I know PPA is out there now, Australia. You've got some things going on, which is great with that. How do people find you? What's some of the handles and stuff that you'd like people to know on Instagram or Facebook, how they keep up with you?
Yeah, mainly Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook, I kind of do some stuff there, but not much. It's Joey Farias Pickleball.
Okay, Joey
Simple.
Farias Pickleball. We'll make sure we have that in the in the link so you guys can click on it, and definitely when you're driving down the road, don't crash in the ditch. I promise you, we'll have the link for you. Okay, good Lord. Joey, where are you at though with your game? You feel like you're high, low? Where are you at with it?
It's decent. I would say it's probably in the middle somewhere right now,
Okay.
like slowly getting back. The change as far as just the quickness and some of like the overall athleticism of the players that
Sure.
we're competing against has definitely evolved. So getting older, having to change some tactics like for myself to be able to keep up, which is kind of fun. Really trying to embrace my inner Matt Wright, who the guy that
man.
doesn't move, has phenomenal hands, and just understands the game better than anybody. Is still up there doing his thing.
100%. I watch him. He's an animal, but he is definitely an animal way more mentally than he is physically, and it's comical almost like how he is light years, mentally above so many of those other players, and a lot of points that he gets, he just allows them to beat themselves. It's really it's remarkable to watch that dude work. Like he is definitely a very, very, very good player. Matt Wright, shout out to you, dude. Keep doing your thing, man. Holy cow. Joey, anything else that I'm missing that I want to pick your coach's brain a little bit. So now we're a player. Give us something from Coach Joey that we want to work on, that you've got on your heart, on your soul, that you can help Kevin that's out in Colorado. What is one tip from Coach Joey that you'd like to share?
I'd say the biggest thing is that got to be careful with that myth for me of you can hit an unattackable ball. I don't believe that there's such thing as an unattackable ball.
Okay.
Especially in today's game. It can be unattackable as far as the fact that they can't hit it hard and keep it in.
Okay.
But they can still hit it hard. And I play a lot of outballs as a pro.
Okay.
Most amateurs play way, way more than I do, right? So I see a lot of players that'll hit a nice dink that would be unattackable, low, short in the kitchen. The other person takes a big swing at it, comes at their face, it kind of surprises them. They put their paddle, they hit it, and they miss, right? Because they were relaxed after they hit a good shot and thought that other side couldn't attack it, right? So if you're ready for the attack and then you react to whenever they don't attack,
Right.
you have time.
Right.
And that is probably the number one thing I see a lot with players that struggle, especially the ones that struggle from moving from 4-0 to 4-5, 4-5 to 5-0.
Okay.
Is that thing is they start understanding the game, they start hitting great shots, and they hit a great shot thinking that they can't hit a hard shot back. So they kind of let their guard down for that split second.
So I think one of the things, Joey, to piggyback on that, and I'm working with a lot of myself even through this, is the word of anticipation. If I'm playing against you and I know that Joey's a good player, even though I hit a great dink, I've got to be anticipating the fact that Joey is getting this ball back. So therefore I need to be way ahead mentally of where I'm going to put that next shot, knowing that you're going to be hitting me that shot back. Is that what you agree?
Yeah, I agree. The anticipation, we got to be careful with like trying to think too much in advance, because then you get sucked into thinking of a shot that you're trying to hit, but the ball that you're trying to hit it with isn't the right ball.
Got it.
Right. So I already have a cross-court ball in mind. They hit me a shot that got behind me. Should I really be trying to take that ball cross court? No, but if I was already anticipating to hit that, I'm going to try my hardest to do it, and then I end up making a mistake.
And then you make an error. Yeah, that's you just kind of stick to the game plan as opposed to, and I don't know, I think as the game gets faster, and you're seeing it now, like how much, not even just transition as far as like physically, but transition mentally, right? Like with timeouts and strategic, hey, now we're going to hold right. Hey, you're switching. Like you're seeing it like, because the levels are so high that you can be in a 5-0, 5-6, 7-0 point spread before you even blink. I mean, it's that fast. And the sport that you and I play is 11 points. So you don't have a big time, you know what I mean, to flip the switch on what we need to do. So I love that. I think at the end of the day, if you're too pre-planned, though, you kind of get yourself in like, oh my gosh, since I'm there, I'm going to do it anyway, even though you know without a shadow of a doubt this is not going to pan out the way you want it to be.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I love it. I absolutely love it. I can't thank you enough for coming. We're going to have to follow up with you when you get back from your trip. We obviously all at Smash want to make sure that you're safe, you have a ton of fun, get some we're going to give you some goodies to take with you, get some content with, but most importantly, dude, keep doing your thing. We're pulling for you. Anything else that we can do for you, man, you let us know. We are so thankful for you being here, man. Coach Joey Farias is going to be heading out to God knows where, New Zealand, Australia, into guys all over the goddamn place. Make sure you check into him. And from here, Coach Tommy out, Smashing Plastic. So glad you're here, and we will see you next time on the pod. See you guys. Hey everyone, Coach Tommy here. Thanks for tuning in to Smashing Plastic. Big shout out to Sean Monahan for the music, production, and editing. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for more awesome content, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Those links are in the description. Now let's get out there and smash some plastic.